we're going somewhere where most people have never heard of, and somewhere most Korean travel content creators completely ignore. We're going to Gimhae. It's about less than an hour from Busan. I drove out there expecting to spend about an hour. 4 hours later, I was still there, and what I found completely changed how I think about this part of Korea. Let's get into it. Most people think of Gimhae as the airport city, the place where you just pass through. But Gimhae is one of the oldest cities on the Korean peninsula. 2,000 years ago, this was the Gaya Kingdom. Not as well known as Shilla or Baekje, but it was here, a powerful kingdom that lasted 500 years and left tombs, pottery, and ironwork that you can still see today. The tomb of King Suro, the founder of Gaya, is right here in the city. The Gimhae National Museum is free to enter and worth a couple of hours if you're interested in that period of Korean history. What it is today is something quite different from any of that. Today, Gimhae is a major industrial city. There are factories and manufacturing plants all around the area, the kind of economy you don't see in travel guides. And with that kind of economy comes a large foreign workforce. Workers from Uzbekistan, Vietnam, Nepal, India, Indonesia, Thailand, tens of thousands of people who came here to work and who have, over the years, built their own community inside the city. That community has a center, and it's built around Dongsang Market. Dongsang Market has been here since 1945. When you first walk in, it looks like a typical Korean traditional market. Vegetables, rice cakes, fresh fish, small food stands. Normal enough, but the further you go in, the more things start to change. The signs are no longer just in Korean. You start seeing Russian, Vietnamese, Uzbek, and other countries. The products in the shop windows are things you wouldn't find in a regular Korean supermarket. The faces are different. The languages being spoken around you are different. It was a weekday when I was there, so it was fairly quiet, but it had that feeling of a neighborhood that's actually being used. Not a tourist attraction, not a performance. Just people getting on with their lives. Nobody paid any attention to me. I wasn't special here. I was just another person walking through. Outside the market, the streets around it tell the same story. Russian supermarkets, Asian grocery shops, phone stores with signs in Uzbek and Vietnamese, places to send money home, second-hand clothing stores, everything a community of foreign workers actually needs, all in one area that most people in Busan have never probably visited. It's one of those places that develops quietly over years without anyone really planning it. People arrive, they need things, shops open to provide those things, and gradually the neighborhood becomes something new. It doesn't feel like Korea, and that's not a criticism. It's generally what it is, and it's fascinating. After walking around for a couple hours, I got hungry, so I ate at an Uzbek restaurant near the central market. I didn't speak Uzbek, so I just pointed at things and hoped for the best. What arrived was plav, Uzbek pilaf, rice cooked with beef and carrots. Really good. There was a plate of lamb alongside with it, and a simple salad of tomatoes, cucumber, onion, and fresh dill. Cold and light, and exactly what you want something next to heavy and rich. And then there was a pastry, baked with minced lamb inside. I'm fairly sure it was samsa, which is something you'd find all across Central Asia. The whole meal cost me about 35,000 won, and it was one of the best meals I've had in a while. So that was my day out in Gimhae. Now Gimhae isn't on anyone's Korea travel list. Dongsang Market doesn't come up in the itineraries. The Russian supermarkets, the Asia marts, they don't make it into the YouTube algorithms about what Korea is supposed to look like. But this is also Korea, the version that exists for the people who build and make and work here, not the version that performs for visitors. I went looking for a traditional market, and I found something much more interesting than that. A city inside a city, a world that doesn't particularly care whether you find it or not. If you're near Busan and want to see something different, something real, drive out to Gimhae. Give yourself more than an hour. You'll probably stay longer than you planned. If this was useful, hit the like and subscribe. There's a lot more of this kind of content on the channel. Drop a comment if you've ever been to Gimhae or somewhere like it in Korea. We'll see you in the next one.